Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to another review. This time is of the SH Figuarts Ant-Man with Ant. Basically I'm going to review the Ant because you've already seen me review the Ant-Man. And the reason why I'm doing just the Ant is because this was actually very unexpected. Did not expect him to be this big. I thought it would be a lot smaller, so it's something to actually talk about. So let's get started. As far as the articulation on the Ant, it is very limited because this is more of a static piece. But they gave us movable legs on all 6 legs. As you can see here, they tilt side to side on the ball joint. The head can go left and right. It cannot move up or down, but you can slightly do that. Like I said, the legs can go left and right. So you can position them how you would want, and you can fake walking. On the backhand side, we have his butt. You can actually rotate that left and right as if you were doing stuff with it. And then there are actual accessories that I'm going to go over right now. That being like his antlers. And I'm going to show you because you can actually put these in. I don't want it to make it seem like, oops. I don't want to make it seem like it's not going to go in. So you actually have to plug that in very well. You have to be a little careful too because mine actually seem a tad bit crazy. So you can actually plug it in. What I suggest you do is when dealing with it, especially when you're plugging into the head, especially right here, see how it doesn't plug all the way in? That's how it's going to lock in. If you want it to lock in, I highly suggest you hit it with a blow dryer. I don't want it to lock in. I just want to show you guys what it is. Next up, I'm going to show you the wings. Now, the wings are pretty nice because it comes in 2 forms. There's a larger wing, which is very translucent and very clear. You almost miss them completely if you don't see them reflecting. And there's a smaller wing. So I'm just going to do one side so you guys can see what's going on. And they lock into these little ball joints right over here. And voila. Now we have the Ant's wings. And they actually go up and down and rotate a little left and right, but mostly up and down. So this is pretty cool. But I would highly suggest if you're going to do the wings, you either do them the other way around because it doesn't look that good this way because as you see, they flap down. But what you can do is actually just swap them out if you want to. So real quick, I'm going to pop these guys back out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you Ant-Man on it. So real quick, you want to drop down, put the legs out. I already have the hands for being on. And I'm going to show you how Ant-Man looks on it when he's riding Ant or Antonio Bandares. And the hand just kind of, the hands are really rough because it's one of those things where you don't want it to break the handle. Especially because the handles are a little bit harder than what they might seem. So as you can see here, he kind of locks in really well. And he sits on it really well as well. But I want to do like him, like a cheering. So we have this. And as you can see, he looks pretty well on it. But if you're going to have the legs forward, as you clearly can see, they can block the front of the wings. So you got to be careful. So what I suggest you do is you actually move the legs up and make it so he rides the Ant this way with his leg down. So that way you have room for the wings. So if you're going to do regular riding, it's totally okay to have the legs up. But for the wings, you definitely want to have these 2 here. So as you can see, Ant-Man fits really well on this. And I really like the look of it. It's really big too. Should you feel like the Ant can't hold his own weight, he actually comes with a little stand to go under him. Sorry, I have that backwards. But he has a little stand to go under him and holds up his weight should you want to do a flying pose, anything like that. So let's say if you were doing flying and you want to do the legs back, but this one forward, you totally can. So having different styles for pictures and stuff isn't impossible. It's totally possible here, and I really like it. Now, in terms of size comparison, the Ant with other vehicles, do I have a vehicle around here somewhere? Oh, yeah, here we go. So, this is the 1/12 scale Canada bike. So as you can see, this is a much larger bike, but him scaled with the Ant, it's pretty gigantic. But let's say you didn't have that and you had like a regular bike. I know I have a motorcycle here somewhere. I got to find it. Oh, here we go. If we're talking bikes, this is it next to a Maisto bike. And as you can see here, here's the Ant, here's the bike. It's a pretty good size comparison. I thought the Ant would actually be small. I don't know why I thought that. But here's the Ant being pretty big, and it's a really nice scale. If you definitely pre-ordered the US release, I think you actually definitely get a bang for your buck here this time around. It's really nice to have it. It's really nice to see them go out of the way from just giving us the same old effects or stand. It's really great. If you are a fan of Ant-Man, or a fan of Antonio Bandares, the ant, not the person, this is definitely something you would want to have. If you want the Japanese release and you don't care for the ant, then it's totally fine. But I totally think that the ant is really cool, and it's a great concept to add to Ant-Man. And I wish they applied it across all the Marvel stuff. But if he's going to be the first in line of doing it, I welcome it. In the meantime, guys, hope you enjoy. Hope you found it informative. Most of all, I hope you do good, be good, drink your water. Later.